is Marianah Lourens with Art and Entertainment. Ja, Marianah Lourens met Kuns en Vermaak. En ons is weer eens hier in die Athenaeum by die Little Theatre. En ek het baie interessante gaste by my. Yes, lovely guests I have today. I have our opera artist, lady, friend. We go way back, quite a few years. And then I've got Paul Bokvel Smit, and he's going to tell us how his name came about when when we chat a bit more. But it's so nice to have you all here. And then I have Aphiwe Mbosi as well, and she is Anelisa's sister, and she's her assistant, so she's an assistant sister. Yes, yes, nodding. So I'm going to start with, well, let's just shortly ask you, Aphiwe, does she make you work very hard, Anelisa and Mbosi, because she sings opera, so I know she can sing loud.
Yes.
Does she also shout?
She also shouts loud, and she does make me busy. Yes, she keeps me busy, giving me too much work and teaching me.
Okay, so she's giving you too much work, but she's teaching you, so there's a plus and a minus.
Yes.
Good. And Anelisa, of course, you are our own home girl.
Yes, ma'am.
Face of Artsa.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And your opera singing talents have actually made you an award winning. Tell us about the award and what the prize was and what you're working towards.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for this opportunity. As an opera singer, I started to sing from school. I started music when I was young. I was 13 years in primary school in Zanokolo here in Motherwell. Then I moved to high school. Then is where I see that the opportunity is there and everything is there. So I started music and I won so many cups in Maspatsane, in Motherwell. I won so many cups in Sasuke competition. So now, then after school, I moved to international model talent in Joburg. I signed to 33andMe agent, so now I'm preparing to go to New York to showcase in front of the agent, the 33 agent and 33 directors.
Because you actually were awarded a chance to go to New York.
Yes.
Yes, but you have to raise a certain amount of funds and go to base camp and all that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so we'll talk about that again.
Oh, okay.
Just now. Let me just quickly ask Paul something. This is Paul, as I say, Bokvel Smit, but he's an English Smit. When I asked him to speak Afrikaans to me, he said, I speak mostly English. So I said, it's okay, man. But the Bokvel was very confusing to me. So Paul, tell us about your name.
Yeah, okay, thank you for having me on the show. Die hard lang terug weggeval. The age fell away a long time ago. I hope she's paying you.
No, man. Yes. No, I'm
paying
you.
We want to know about you now, Paul Bokvel.
Okay,
Smit.
My artist name is Paul Bokvel Smit. So the Bokvel, I had to think of a name and come up with a new original name because there are so many Paul Smits in South Africa.
I can imagine.
Yes, I was standing in a bank one day in the queue and they typed in the name Paul Smit and the screen filled up with Paul Smits. And that's where I realized, this is a couple of years ago.
This is Piet van der Merwe.
Yeah,
Seker.
I'm not sure about that. I suppose there is a lot of those.
Jy kan verseker wees as hulle
van
der Merwe intik en se 2 screens voel.
Daar is dan net een Paul Bokvel Smit.
So Bokvel was your aunt?
Artist.
Your artist. I almost thought your aunt had a surname like Bokvel. Where did you get that?
The Bokvel I just chose.
Bokvel.
Very South African.
Yeah.
Bush.
Because
buck.
a bok is a buck or
That's
antelope, and vel is the skin,
That's
the pelt of it.
So I thought springbuck, I could just use the back part of it.
Very nice. Now your art, I mean, you've been around, you've been exhibiting for I don't know how many years, and the one that intrigued me here was your Rasta man, Lucky Dube, his portrait Because he's a very well-known reggae artist.
That's
and
right.
I saw the photo, and then I saw the photo of the rhino, and I'm going, no, I've got to have this Paul Bokvel Smit.
Okay. Thanks
I've got to invite him because I couldn't get over that versatility.
Yes, that's maybe it's a downfall, but I think it's a good thing for myself. I have many different styles, and it doesn't fit in anywhere, so I don't have, that's called outsider art. I like to do abstract, and I like to do...
Because I saw an abstract face, but then I saw definition of muscle, body muscle, which was more like pencil drawing.
Yeah, those was charcoal drawings, that's right.
Charcoal drawing.
So I'm versatile in that sense, yes. So I can chop and change. It depends on the subject at the time. The subject gives me the medium, the subject tells me what to do. Yes.
We have sound effects here.
Well, that's another subject.
That, of course, is another subject, the sound effects, because we're in the little theatre, and we, of course, the Athenaeum, it never stops with sound effects. But I want to, because you've been going for many years. So you just saying you choose a subject and then you do your art.
Yes, it depends. When I'm sitting around here now, I'll find something that might intrigue me, and I'll remember it, and I'll use it later on. But my artworks follow on each other, so it's a storytelling. And each one that's finished is not the same as the one before. The style is different. So the nudes, or the pencil drawings you're talking about Lucky Dube, those were ignited by his assassination when he was hijacked in Johannesburg. So I did a series of the same face, but I added colour into his t-shirt. I changed the colour of the t-shirt. And he was hijacked down the road from where I used to live. So it was a very close story for me. It was I used to live in that area. And that's why I did that. Now you're talking about the rhino. The rhino, I very seldom listen to news and watch the news. But these little news episodes always pop up and you hear it. The poaching.
Coaching. They coach to poach.
Yeah, poaching the rhinos. And that's the reason why I did the rhino. I did a happy rhino. It's full of colour, it's running, it's sauntering. Because people need to wake up and see this is a real thing. It's a real threat.
Beautiful animal.
Yes.
Yes.
And one of these days it's going to be extinct. And what are our kids going to have to see?
Indeed. Yeah, and what are we leaving behind for our kids if all the rhinos are killed for rhino horn? Ridiculous. But I want to tell you something about Lucky Dube because I am crazy about reggae. I drive my husband crazy. I used to take him to the festivals when they were there. Now we can't have festivals too much because of COVID. But I was so sad when that happened to Lucky Dube. It was just unnecessary.
Totally unnecessary.
Totally unnecessary.
And he had gone to pick up his children at school, so it happened outside the school as well.
So they lost a dad.
Yes.
Our family lost.
South Africa lost
and we lost our Bob Marley icon.
So I'm sitting here now thinking, opera, reggae, could you do it together?
Yes.
Can you do something like that?
Yes.
Yes, well, that's, of course, all possibilities in art. So back to you then, Anelisa, because look, you are trying your best to raise funds, but also you've got an altruistic personality because you have, like all of us, because I'm in Bay FM community radio station, our hearts are for the community and we all want to do something for those who don't have a chance. So you are trying to put something together.
Yes. No, ma'am, I was preparing an event here since I was in Joburg. I was acting in Joburg. Soon you will see me to Bettina Wade in SABC 1.
Tell us quickly. Tell us about your SABC 1 thingy that you're doing.
Oh, okay. I was going to Joburg to my agent, and then when you, like in Joburg, you don't focus on one thing. You must focus in everything that is like the overall of the arts. So you can't just focus on singing only. You must do, as I'm doing the plus size modeling, also now I'm acting. So you must do everything when you're around in Joburg.
What you can
so you can't just focus on one thing, because you see now we are in a position whereby there's a COVID, then if the thing is not working, you must check another thing. So now I started to act as an extra. So I was sitting with the celebrate. I couldn't believe. I was wearing a design. I want to say thank you to Sis Queen Style here in PE. She's my designer.
I know her.
Yeah, she's my designer. So I was wearing the kosa, a traditional dress. So they take me into the front because of my dress. So I was standing around the celebrate, as you're gonna see. Also in the red carpet, I was in the first line. I was doing everything, like everyone will see me. Yeah, well, so I really appreciate that chance, because if I was not wearing that dress, I don't know.
So they noticed you, and what happened?
Since I was wearing that dress, they take me as a celebrate that day. So I really appreciate that, because I was coming as an extra. So I really appreciate that, and I'm also acting now. So I'm focusing on acting also, and the plus size modeling and opera. So, as I was telling you, Mama, I was preparing an event here in PE as I was coming with my brother. As I was telling you, he's here. I was preparing with my sister also.
Yeah, it's going to be here in this venue.
Yes.
I remember, because we even spoke about it.
Yeah.
But you postponing that.
Yeah. So I postponed the event due to COVID because of the numbers and everything. So I decided to postpone. I'm not sure about the event that is going to be here. If I'm still postponing, I'm still checking what I'm going to do.
Because
now.
they need you in Joburg now.
Yes.
He's extra in the celebrity parade.
So we are still checking that, because when we check, even the community wall are closed. So we see that there's something that is coming. So we can't prepare for something and then we lost. As I was preparing the event, I wanted to raise these funds for this event of going to overseas and represent South Africa. Since I did not get the sponsors, so you must check something else. So I decided to fundraise so that I can get money to go that side, because I was taken by Tyler Perry and John. Yeah. So, and there's a 33 agent and 33 directors that are gonna be there.
Okay.
But showcasing the fund. Yeah. In overseas,
but the connection is in Joburg.
Yeah, in Joburg, the connection, because I have
work with Joburg agency.
Yes, ma'am. I have an agency in Joburg.
Perry?
Yes, no.
And also, if I may add,
the
event that was gonna be held here was also for the community.
Exactly.
So they could showcase their talents, because she's one of the community, and we see that she has talent. So we were thinking that there are so many people, the youth out there, who has the potential to be like her.
Exactly, and the thing is, you don't just look at someone and know they've got an opera singing voice. I mean, people can sing, and then they can sing opera. Those are two different things. And if you don't
model also.
Exactly, and then yes, she's a model, she's everything now. But the whole thing is that for them to help them get there where you are now, although it's hard work to try and raise funds, I know it, because you've been to boot camp.
Yes, ma'am. And I passed. I have a certificate for the boot camp. When I was in Joburg, I got a certificate. So I'm completing all my boot camp training.
Because now I need to ask both of you, and maybe Aphiwe as well, because how old are you, Aphiwe? I'm just asking.
Just lie. Say any age.
Any age,
really
right?
old.
I'm 25.
She's 25. Okay, I don't know now if she's really 25. She looks like about 19. But where did this starting of your sister begin for you?
My sister, her beginning, she studied it at school. Even in the house, she would
But
sing.
for you?
For me?
For you, how
For
was
me,
it? I want your experience.
My experience just started right now. I wasn't with her most of the time. And then when I moved here to P, I'm from Tata, so when I moved in with her, she was giving me this, do my hair what should I wear? You need to go there with me. You need to do this to me. You must type this for me. So I was helping her with so many things, and then she decided to make me her assistant. It's fun working with her, and sometimes it's too much, but I'm learning.
Okay, so your opportunity was created through her, but
Yes.
because you're her go-to guy.
Yes, she
And
contacts
when
me
she's in
first.
Joburg, are you with her or do you do it from here?
No, I do it from here.
Okay, because you can do everything virtually now.
On the
And
phone.
on the phone, on the computer, on the
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
So well done for you.
Well done to me.
And Anelisa, yes, you want to say
Also,
something.
for the event, I was planning. I used to go to the orphanage home to volunteer and go there and sing for those old age mamas and fathers, like the
Yes,
preference.
yes.
I used to go
The
to
care
them
centers.
and wash their feet, and I sing for them. And then I got a blessing from them. So I decided when I'm coming back, since it's been a long time and they know me very well, even the young orphanage home I used to go, they know it. They were saying, come back because we miss you, Anelisa. So now, as I was coming back, I was preparing this event. I wanted to buy something for them. I wanted them to be in the part of the event. Remember, those people are not sick, but they lost their parents, other people from them. Others, they don't have home, shelter and everything, but they are not sick. So they need to be around us. Sometimes when you are sitting in one place, you're getting stressed and thinking a lot and everything, but you need to be around other people.
Be
So
motivated.
to be motivated and get the role models like us from those kids. So I was planning to take them to the event, to be the part of the event, to watch everything and see what is happening from the community, to make sure that they feel the same as we feel around other people. That was my plan for this event that I was going to do here. But due to COVID, I decided to. Okay.
Yeah, maybe you could take the event to them. Let's think about that.
Yes.
But I'll say watch this space. And if they want to get hold of you, then they can just look on Facebook, Anelisa Mbosi, Anelisa,
Yes.
and Mbosi, Mbosi. And are you on Instagram or other things
Yes,
as well?
Instagram, Anelisa Mbosi, same thing.
Also Anelisa Mbosi
Yes, ma'am.
on Instagram, and most young people are on Instagram.
yes.
So we're going to let you sing a song just now, but I first want to go to Paul to find out from him now, where did it begin? Because look, you're a bit older than these 25-year-old, and I'm not going to ask Anelisa. But I can see, you've got a face for radio.
Oh, do I? Okay, there we go.
Like me.
So I don't have to worry about
We're not beauty pageant artists.
Like them,
Beauty
all
queens. Yeah. Oh, you can see why she's doing the
Yes,
modeling.
very, very beautiful.
Yes, and why
Front
she was
stage singing.
almost to join the celebrities. She was chosen on the spur of the moment. Where did it begin for you? Because you don't just start drawing those definition figures
No, sure.
when you
Well,
5 years old.
As an artist, I have to say this, we have to be entrepreneurs. So like she said, we need to,
You have to
acting,
do what your hand finds to
singing,
do.
yeah.
That's what it says in the Bible.
and that's why I do many different styles. If I just stick to abstract, no one would buy. So I can chop and change from cartoons, abstract to whatever I like to do. It started in primary school for me. We had a really good art teacher, and one day we sat opposite our friends. I was in Standard 4, which what is it? That's today's grade 6. And we had to draw each other. And then I realized, wow, I can do this. And that's where it started.
You can actually draw a face. I mean, you can actually draw muscle on a body. It is absolutely. And then the next thing I'm going to show you just now, because here at the Athenaeum, of course, there's an art exhibition on the go, and people can come and look. He's got some art here displayed. But the thing on Facebook, if you go to Paul Bokvel Smit on
All my
Facebook,
art is there. You'll find everything.
all his art is there, and you can actually see a lot more than our reggae icon because everything is on Facebook. And it's Paul, as you say, Paul, P-A-U-L, and Bokvel, B-O-K-V-E-L. Please, for the English people out there, it's a V-E-L. And it's Smit, without the H.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
so if they want to find you.
That's quite correct, yes.
Yeah, is there something you want to add?
There is, because of the COVID situation, you have to start thinking now, you've got to downsize everything. So I can't paint bigger paintings anymore. So it's small little A4 paintings at reasonable prices, and they pop into your certificate frames, which are also cheap, and you've got something original that you can hang up. Because as things get better, the paintings will get bigger and more expensive.
Yes, but for now you've got these special offers.
Yes, on the small A4 paintings.
On the go. Okay, so then I'm going to thank you all for, yes, one more thing.
Maya, I have been walking around the Athenaeum looking at the artwork, and this question pops up. The artists, especially new artists, how to price their artwork. I have a quick solution for that. Take the price of your canvas and multiply it by 2 or multiply it by 3, and that'll be your selling price. Don't worry about your time and the paint and all that. And if it sells, then you add on a little bit more. So you times it by 3.2, 3.5. And that's how you start off pricing your artworks.
Yes, because if it sells, that's your guideline.
Sure.
And how long it takes. Because I had a young girl of 17 I was chatting to. Before she could bring her art to be hanging here, she already sold it.
There you go.
You know, I mean,
Yes.
you don't actually know until they've seen it.
Yes.
So bring your art to the Athenaeum, that's just an aside here, and then contact the artist himself, Paul Bokvel Smit, and contact Anelisa Mbosi on Facebook or Instagram.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming up, Aphiwe, and for being the go-to guy.
Thank you for
And
having
for
me.
brother sitting there in the background, he's waving at us, and for the other cousin also there, they all help,
Yes,
right? We're all
yes.
family. And thank you so much for all the good work, and I'll say watch the space.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anelisa, and thank you, Paul.
Thank you
And
for having us.
now it's really time for Marianah Lourens to say goodbye. Ja, Marianah Lourens wat moet groet met Kuns en Vermaak. Arrivari!